Hi, my name is Greg Filipovich. I live on 122 Huron Street. I just wanted to share some observations with everybody here that there already has been tons of homeless people walking around the street. Obviously, they're all inebriated. Way more than in the last 2 years. Like in the last 2 years, it just ended up happening. So I'm thinking, how did this happen already without anybody knowing? And what does it have to do with this 200 homeless people that are coming in now? So how did this already happen without anybody knowing?
How did what happen?
We have all these homeless people. Everybody here knows that
Right,
we
sure.
already have all these homeless people and crackheads or whatever they're doing. They're all running around the streets. And I mean, I can't even have my girlfriend walk around the neighborhood and feel safe. You know what I mean?
Right, that is...
I've had my windows broken in.
Right.
If I park in any place that doesn't have lighting, you have a broken window because you left your change in your cup holder.
Right, I mean, that's the thing, we have been, I mean, you ask anyone in the neighborhood, we all have seen this happen. We've seen it become more and more of a problem. The police precinct knows about it. There's a new commanding officer there, and I had the very first time I sat down with him for a half an hour, I brought this to his attention, and I said, this is something that you are going to see more and more of.
What I'm thinking is, how are these other 3 homeless shelters already approved without anybody having anything to do with anything?
Well, the thing is that they don't, I mean, as Mr. Kalita said, they don't have to get approved. I mean, they don't, it's not like a zoning change or a disposition of city-owned land where it has to go through the ULURP process, where it goes to the community board, and then it goes to the borough president, it goes to the city council. In this type of siting, they don't have to go, but I think that they do, in fact, listen to community, if the community is loud enough, the community is organized enough, the community makes enough of us think about it, I believe that they will listen. I think that it becomes, they don't want to do something that's really controversial, right? But the thing is that those facilities, any of those facilities, they are not geared towards addressing the homeless population that we have in Greenpoint. They're geared towards addressing a citywide population, and nobody's against that. Nobody's opposed to doing everything that we can for the homeless here in New York City, because there are 30,000 homeless people on the streets every single night in New York City.
I understand that, but then for this Help USA program, or whoever's in charge of this program, is there any way that we can contact them directly, or if you have any contact with this company? Because I don't want this to be some building that's in an industrial area that is using this homeless problem as a way to change their building into being rent-stabilized. Maybe this is just what they put the homeless here just to get us from behind, and then they get this one building switched to rent stabilization just under everybody, just to get it past everybody's radar.
Well, the way that the building is outfitted now, it wouldn't be outfitted towards a residential building as it is now. It's a loft building. People are living there. It's like a live space. People have their art studios there, but they also live there. In order that the building could not be converted under a scenario other than that, the building could not then be converted to like a residential type building, under any other format than that. So I don't think that it's necessarily a backdoor. I believe that Help USA really wants to do this there. I mean, I went to one of their facilities. I took a tour of their facility. I met with the executive director of the entire organization. Sure. I mean, we have it. But to be honest with you, they haven't been very responsive to this community by and large. Okay. I mean, one thing I just want to make sure everyone here, please make sure that you signed in, get your contact information, get your address, get your email, phone numbers, put as much contact information as you can, because if we're going to be organizing, we've got to be in touch. So make sure you sign in.